So hi, welcome back to Camp Canine. We're back in the garden again after what feels like a very long winter, but I don't think it really was that long. But it was cold. We did have snow. I think that stopped me getting out in the garden, and that's why it made it feel so long. But we're out here now, which is great. So my chickens are going a bit stir crazy because the UK avian flu lockdown is doing their heads in a little bit, so I apologise if they're crowing in the background. Anyway, let's see what we're doing. So, seed planting time, my probably most enjoyable time of the year. It's full of hope, and that's how I like the year to begin. So, my first crop in, my first seeds in, my first crop out, hopefully this year, will be yet again my radish. There is nothing like a nice fresh radish in the spring to get those juices going in your mouth, to get the excitement up of what has got to come this year. So I've been busy in the garden this morning, just in a few different stages. Isn't that a great feeling? Don't you just love that feeling? It's just wonderful. So, what have I been doing this morning? Okay, so I've been prepping the beds. So just a light till over, and then basically from the light till I get my little pencil out and I drill my holes. Can you see there? You're not going down too far, just enough to give yourself a little divot to put the radish seeds in. So in this bed we're putting in the radish sparkler seeds, and literally, I mean, the radish are really easy. It's a good place to start in the beginning of the year, it really is, because they're nice and easy to pick up in your fingers, and it is literally just one seed per hole. Just missed one there. If you do get 2 seeds in, it's no biggie really. You can always thin out later. Some people like to sow in clumps of 3. I personally love how easy they just pop out when you're harvesting them, when you have sown them in this way. So I'm a big fan of just one seed per hole. But the odd one does just pop in there. And once you've sown all your seeds in their little holes, all you have to do is lightly brush over. And that will just close up your holes and bury your seeds. There we go. They're all nicely done and ready. So in this bed here, I've got the radish sparkler. They're going to grow in that bed for me. In this bed here, I have D.T. Brown's Rainbow Blend. In this bed here, I've got the Real Seeds Sicily Giant Radish. In this bed here, this was a little bit of an experiment earlier on to see how early I could actually plant some seeds. And I planted these back in January. And no sooner had I actually put them in there than my cat decided that he was going to use it as a toilet. So I thought, that's it, all the seeds have gone. Well, apparently not, because they started to grow through. I noticed this, and then the snow came down, so I quickly came out and covered it in a cloth. I wasn't sure if they'd survive or not, but it does look like they may have survived. So they're in a bit of a mess, as you saw from the other ones. My other beds are very organised. But let's just see how they go. It's a good experiment for this year. Can we plant them in my garden as early as January and cover them, and they will come out fine. Over here we've got Cherry Bell. That's a Premier Seeds Direct Cherry Bell, and I've covered that already with the cloth to stop the cats from getting in. I will do the same with the other beds. And then here and this bed here have both got the French breakfast in. So as you can see, I've got last year's spring onions or onions growing in the front of these beds. I do that with each of the beds. I like to have the onions growing at the front so I can easily access them during the year, and I can put other plants behind them that I can reach to. So I'm going to go and cover these 3 beds here that I've done this morning, 1, 2 and 3, and then I've prepped the boat ready to seed, and this boat ready to seed. I think I might move on to the onions. It's an exciting time, isn't it? See you later.